Okay, welcome students. This is Mr. Anderson here, and what we're going to look at today is learning about key dimensions in Educator and how to take a drawing and see from the dimensions that are given on it, how do you figure out the key dimensions to put into Educator so that you can draw the 3D model of this 2D drawing. Okay, these three drawings are the drawings that you'll be doing in class next time. So I'm just going to work from this first drawing, and we'll go over key dimensions specifically for the second two drawings in class next time. But I want you to kind of pay attention to the techniques and the strategies that I'm going to explain in this video about how to figure out these key dimensions. Okay, X, Y, and Z are our planes, the three dimensions we work in. Right here we've got a little graphic on each one of our drawings, just a reminder of which direction each plane is working in. The X plane works this direction, so any line that's going that way anywhere in your drawing is in the X plane. The Y plane goes that way. Any line that's going in that direction is in the Y plane, and Z goes up. Length, width, and height. Okay, so let's look along the length. Okay, on every drawing that we do, your starting point is always going to be 0, and we separate the values with commas. So I'm just going to put in for each one of them 0 and a comma, because we always start starting point at 0. If you have a ruler, the very first point on the ruler is 0, and you work from there. And that's basically what I'm saying here. The lower left-hand corner is generally where 0 starts. 0 for the length, 0 for the width, and 0 for the height. Okay? Okay, on the X, let's go ahead and look at the overall length, okay? And this dimension here shows us that the whole shape along the x-axis is 4 units long. So we're going to add in a 4 there. Now, there are two other key dimensions. A good way to think of key dimensions are points of interest in the plane where something happens, okay? So when I'm moving along the x-axis right here, right here, the x-axis is interrupted. Okay, we've got this little tower thing sticking up. Okay, right here's 0. We go forward 1 unit. That's like 0 plus 1. So that's going to be a point at 1. Over here we see another dimension of 1. Okay, but let's not confuse this with the one that we just put in up here. Here we started at 0 on the left. We went forward 1 unit. We're at 1. But over here, this is actually showing us a dimension of 1, but it starts at the end of our object. The start is 0, the end is 4. So if we go 4 and we subtract 1, that gives us a key dimension of 3. This is going to be similar along the width. Well, that's all the key dimensions for X. Along the width, we're here at 0, and it says it's 1.5 units wide. Okay, so we're going to put in 1.5. We're going to put in our values as decimals. On the height, we're here at 0. We're at 0. It says it's 2.5 units tall. 2.5 units tall. We have one other key dimension we need to put in, and that's where these towers start. Okay, so again, this is showing us a measurement of 1.25, which is 1.25, but starting at the top, 2.5 minus 1.25, and I can just enter that. 2.5 minus 1.25, and that will give me that key dimension. Now, these are all the key dimensions. I'm going to break this video up into 2 parts so that you've got the part where you actually work out the key dimensions here, and then we'll move over into Educator where we enter these values and we'll draw this out. Okay? Watch through it a couple of times and listen exactly to what I say about, okay, where is the measurement starting from? Is it starting from 0? Or is it starting from the outer boundary of that plane? For the height, that was 2.5. That's as tall as it is, and we worked backwards. Okay? This is Mr. Anderson signing off, and watch the next video about plugging it into Educator.